Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here then welcome, my name is Millie and today I am wearing my Christmas jumper. This is my Christmas jumper and these are my Christmas presents, and today I am going to be showing you 5 different ways that I am going to be decorating some plain brown wrapping paper, all eco-friendly, all recyclable, and all super easy and super affordable to do. So if you want to see how I created all of these, then just keep on watching. So before I start with the wrapping of everything, I wanted to just quickly show you the things that I've got. So I picked up this huge roll, you're not even going to be able to see all of it, there we go, a huge roll of brown paper. There's 20 meters on this, there's loads and loads and loads of it, and I picked that up because normal wrapping paper isn't recyclable. When you're putting it in the bin, it's just going into landfill, and then because it's got that plastic coating on it, or if it's got glitter on it, then that is just gonna sit in landfill forever. This is completely obviously biodegradable, it's just paper. And then I also picked up this sellotape, which is paper packing tape. It's from the brand Handmade, and this is the same material as this, but it's got the glue on the back of it, so you can use it in the same way as sellotape, but this is also recyclable because obviously normal sellotape is plastic, so you can't recycle it. I also have scissors. I have one of these Posca pens in gold because I think that this for like shiny detail would look quite nice. I have a scrap piece of card because I'm going to be using some acrylic paints that I have borrowed from my sister-in-law. I didn't want to go out and buy paints just for this one project, so I borrowed those off her, so we're just gonna have a play. I will start with one of Phil's presents because it is the biggest one that I have to wrap. So I cut out the amount of paper that I need for this one large present, and I have marked on, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I've marked on here, here, here and here the corners of the box that I want to wrap. So I'm only gonna decorate like the front and then like a little bit around so that I'm not wasting my time basically by decorating the whole thing when a load of it is just going to be like laid up on top of each other and stuck together. So I am going to take the blue, green and blue paints, and I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of each one out onto my scrap piece. And I might just do a red one as well. I'll do this orangey one. So I will put a picture up on the screen of the one that I'm trying to replicate, but I do have it up on my phone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw the black line first so that I know where to position the fingerprints. So I'll start, I'm just using just a Sharpie marker. So they can be my string lights, and also on the original picture they have written Merry Christmas on it, so I think that that might be cute. So I will put Merry Christmas, I'll put it on here. So now I will dip into each colour with my fingers and press it on to make it look like a bauble. This would be a really fun one to do with kids. They would love getting messy, getting covered in paint, and also having something like personalised at the end of it to give to their, you know, their family members and their friends at school and stuff. I think they'd really enjoy it. That looks really cute. So I'm going to just go and wash my hands and then I'll be right back. So once this has all dried, I think I will come back to this one. I will just set it aside for now while the paint dries on there. Okay, so next up I have my next piece of wrapping paper measured out, and this one I want the pattern to just cover the whole thing because it's such a simple pattern. This is a really easy one, but one that is really effective. So I am going to take my metallic marker pen. Like I said, I have this one in the shade gold, but they do so many different colours, and I'm just going to draw little dots every inch or so. And I'm using a piece of paper as my straight line, and I'm also just making a mark on the paper where I've done that dot, so when I move it over I can stagger it. You could absolutely do this obviously just with a normal pen, but you could do this with a ruler if you wanted it to be really exact. I just like the look of it being a little bit sort of hand drawn, so that you can see the love that's gone into it. And I don't know how we'll be able to see. Oh, you can see, look, you can see that it's like catching the light. That looks really cute. So I'm just going to quickly wrap that present. This is the first time I've had this recyclable paper sellotape, and I'm really impressed actually with how this is sticking down. I will just stick this last bit on and then I'll show you how it looks. I think it looks really cute. It looks like a vintage parcel that Postman Pat is coming to deliver to you a few days before Christmas. I think that looks really cute, and that's the back. I think that looks really lovely. And then obviously that's the front. So it is like, it's more of a subtle pattern, but I really like how that looks. So I'm just going to do this one very, very basic, again with my metallic pen, and I'm just going to draw little Christmas trees all over the piece of paper, just completely random, and I'm just going to do them sort of abstract. I will show you. So I'm just going to do them all different sizes and just completely random, like positions. I'm just going to do some little stars in between just to fill the space up a little bit. They almost look like little people, but that pen, I think that pen just makes it look really expensive. So I'll just wrap this one. And that's that one. Oh, I think that looks really lovely. And I think you could definitely do one, I might do one in a minute, where you just have little stars all over. I think that would look really cute as well. Okay, so for this next one, I am just wrapping the present in the normal brown paper. I haven't put any decoration or anything on it yet because the decoration will be going on afterwards. So I'm just quickly wrapping this together and then I'll show you the decoration. I think this is possibly one of my favourite ones. Looking from just what I've seen on Pinterest and stuff, obviously I haven't done it yet, but I'm sure it will look beautiful when it's done. I've just nipped out to the garden shed and got this big ball of twine, and I am going to wrap this around. I'm just going to stick the end of it down, and I'm going to wrap this around a good few times. And I just think the texture from the twine and the texture from the paper just looks beautiful. So I'm just going to cut that off there and stick that end down. So again, you could absolutely leave that like that. The texture of the twine is just absolutely beautiful, but I am adding a little bit more. So I'm going to take just some off-cut card, my glittery pen, and I am just going to use a pencil just to sketch out. So I'm just going to use something to draw around. This just happens to be a new highlighter that I've got. So just lightly draw around that, and then I'm going to decorate this like it's a Christmas bauble. So I'm just going to do a few stripes, a few zigzags. So just a really, really basic design. You could do absolutely anything. And then I'm just going to cut this out. So I've just punched a little hole in the top of there, and I'm going to thread this twine through and attach it onto the twine that's already there. Now I am no good at doing bows, so I'm just going to tie that and cut it off so there aren't really long bits. And that is that one done. And then obviously you can write on the other side who it's for, which I'm going to do now so that I don't forget. So again, I am just wrapping this one, and then I am just going to decorate this one with the twine. So I'm going to start on the front and make sure that I have enough to sort of do a little bit of a bow, and I'm going to go round a good few times round the top, and then I'm going to hold it there sort of in the top corner, and then I'm going to go around this way the same amount of times. So I've gone round 4 times sideways, so I'll do the same going that way, and then again cut it off so that you have plenty to be working with. And I am just going to make sure that all of these end bits are like tied around each other so that it doesn't untwist and the twine sort of go everywhere. So I've just twisted those sort of round each other, and then I'm just going to tie a little bow. Like I said, I'm not the greatest bow tire, but that's just another one where it's super simple, really quick. That's probably the quickest one that I've done, but I love the textures of like the different browns, and obviously all of that can be recycled. So they are all of the different ones that I wanted to show you today, but before I go, I just wanted to put a few little details on to this one that I did originally. So I'm just going to draw some little decorations as if these were like baubles or Christmas lights. I'm just going to draw on the little bits like attaching the fingerprint blobs to the strings. Just draw on some metallic-y decorations, just on a few of them, not all of them. Again, I just think when this metallic pen catches the light, I think that that makes it look really lovely. And then I will just wrap up this present and then we're done. So these are the finished gifts that I have wrapped up today. Let me know which ones your favourites are. I think these two are my favourites. I just love the textures of the twine with the plain paper. They're simple and they were really, really quick to do as well. So let me know down below which ones your favourites were. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!